I'm breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in. I'm on my way, y'all. So put your shades on, this light's so bright, it's blinding. I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love. Breaking free, I'm breaking ground. I can't explain this thing I found. The clouds have moved on. I got my groove on. This pep in my steps infectious. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been shit out of luck. I've been wondering what is up with me. And then I realized it's up to me to decide. I can just be radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love.
Are an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto yourself everything you desire. Everything you desire. Do you ever listen? First of all, welcome to the New Thought Spiritual Center Sunday celebration. But do you ever listen to our countdown music? We've been using this same song for a couple of years now. It's called Radiate, written by a good friend of all of ours, Josh Manley. And it's such a great song. And I've thought about changing our countdown song, but boy, that gets me going. So we're going to continue playing that great song, Radiate, 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 Radiate Your Love. Welcome once again. We're so glad that you're here. We're so happy you have brought your, look at there, the Altmans are there. I see them saying good morning. We're so happy you brought your consciousness and gathered it together with our consciousness, and we're just going to have a great old time this morning. We apologize for being a little late. We had some technical difficulties. Whatever, things happen, and then things don't. So here we are. So we like to start out our morning with our statement of principles. So we're going to do that. Here they are. Statement of principles, that's why we're here. That's what the New Thought Spiritual Center is all about. And every month we highlight one of our three statements of principles. This month we are highlighting our purpose statement, reveal the divinity in you. That's what we talk about every week, how to reveal the divinity in you, what to do with that power, where to go with that power. It's there. It's with you all day, all night. It's been with you before you were born, and it'll be with you after your physical body goes elsewhere. That's the great thing about this divine power, or whatever you want to call it, this universal power, this spiritual power, this God power. It's there all the time. It's there all the time, waiting for you to use it. So, reveal the divinity in you. That's our purpose statement. That's what we're really pushing all this month. And of course, our theme for 2022 is communing with your greatness. And we're going to talk a little bit more about ways to do that. This morning, we're going to jump right into, I can see her there on the side in the green room. We're going to go jump right into our sacred reader, who this week is Caressa McElhaney. Yay! And she's about to pop in any second now. She'll talk to you a little bit about stuff. I don't know what she's going to talk about. It'll be exciting. That's what I like to kind of not know, so I can sit and listen. And she'll go through our affirmative incantation for the week,
yes,
and much more. We'll see you right after.
Good morning. So today we're talking about energy and how we use it, either consciously or unconsciously. Now, I'm sure many of you have your own specific spiritual practices that you employ to enable yourself to feel connected or centered, to increase your vitality, or just feel more peaceful. I mean, it's so interesting to me how this energy that we channel when we do these practices is so vital to both our physical health and our emotional and mental well-being. By focusing on the energy centers of our body, our chakras, in other words, we more easily open the door to doing just that. So Barbara Ann Brennan, who is both a physicist and a healer, says in her book, Hands of Light, I'll just show you the book. It's really a wonderful book. She says, it is important to open the chakras and increase our energy flow, because the more energy we let flow, the healthier we are. Illness in the system is caused by an imbalance of energy or a blocking of the flow of energy. In other words, a lack of flow in the human energy system eventually leads to disease. It also distorts our perceptions and dampens our feelings, and thus interferes with the smooth experience of full life. Now, how do I do that? You might ask. How do I open my chakras? Well, of course, you can get all sorts of advice on the internet. There are numerous meditations to help you do just that. And if you want to delve deeper into her book, Hands of Light, it is truly mind-opening. It's an amazing book. But simply knowing that energy is directable is a fantastic start to intentionally using it, not only to manifest what we desire, but to heal ourselves. Now, in The Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes writes, we do not create energy, we distribute it. And in the natural sciences, we know that we can transform energy from one type to another. So the will may decide what form the energy is to take, but it cannot nor does it need to create the energy. The energy of mind, like other natural energies, already exists. We merely use it, and it is within our province to use it in any way we may desire. We have it within our power to cause it to take varying forms for us. No particular one is permanent. The imagination is creative. The will is directive. So he's very specifically talking about manifesting. We can manifest what we intentionally put our focus on by using the energy that is always available to us to heal both ourselves and or to take whatever form we imagine. It is the life force that we are channeling by using our minds and the use of our mind and of our will to direct the energy wherever it does the most good. Now, this is a very specific action you can take, a very specific way to use your meditation practice. And it's not by forcing anything. When I say will, I don't mean willpower, a sense that you need to make something happen. It's a way of using your mind to setting very specific intentions and then directing the energy. I mean, there's obviously a lot to know, more to know about this topic. So, but if you've never tried it, I suggest experimenting. I mean, at the very least, you'll have a wonderful meditation experience. So right now, I'd like to move on to Reverend J's Affirmative Incantation. So if you like, you can read it on the screen and say it aloud with me, or you can just close your eyes and listen, whatever works best for you. I open my heart to peace. I open my mind to the thoughts and ideas that ensure peace. I allow peace to surround me, influence me, and be with me. The light of divine love awakens me to the tranquility and calm of divine intelligence, peacefully appearing in the silent moments of my day. I am in harmony with the rhythm of my natural vibration. Every breath echoing the frequency of love shared, intuition heeded, and my dreams heard. Thank you. That was a beautiful incantation, Reverend J. I always love these incantations because they just remind us, they're daily reminders. You can use them as a daily reminder to focus on what's important, or create your own if you like, and just focus on something that you want to accomplish or achieve, or even a state of mind that you want to remain in. So let's move on though and do our spiritual mind treatment. So I'd like to speak my word for both myself and all of you listening, because my word has power. My word, your word has power. With the intentions behind it, with the belief behind the intentions, we can create whatever we desire. And so today I know for myself and for you that we are amazing, miraculous creatures, manifestations of the divine energy that is within and in every single living thing. It is all there is. We are part of this. We are part of this amazing flow of life. And because of our ability to use our minds, to set our intentions, to change our beliefs, to only using things that serve us for our own good and for the greater good of all involved in our lives, I know that we create what we desire. We put our minds, we use our mind, we channel that energy into forming the greatest good for our lives. So I know that we are able to use this intentionally, with foresight, with love, with gratitude, using all these things that are at our disposal to create the lives that we desire. And I know right here and right now that the belief that we have in ourselves is strong, is pure, and is true. I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for this ability to speak my word and to know that it has impact, to know that the law listens and takes it into account and takes action on it. It is already done. If I am focused, and I am focused on what I desire. So knowing that, I simply release my word, knowing that it is already done. And together we can say, and so it is.
Yeah. And so it is. Well, Caressa and Steve are going to change places because Steve's about to sing. And I just wanted to point out this yellow ball. This yellow ball, or a representation of it, is going to be important later on in my talk this morning, which Caressa just perfectly set up for what I'm going to talk about. And while she was talking, this came to me because she was talking about being using your willpower versus being willful, and it made me think, we don't push, we direct. when you're willful, there's a pushing, there's a little violence in there. But when we use our willpower, when we use our will, we're not pushing, we're directing. I think that's kind of cool. So looks like Steve's already there, so we're going to cut to him. He's got a brand new song for us. What's it called? Oh, here it is. It's all right there. Here and now. There he is. Let's go to Steve. Yeah.
It's all right here before me. It's all right here all around. It's all real deep within me. It's all right here, right now. It's all about life and spirit. It's all about the truth you touch. All about faith and boldness and the shining light that we want so much. But it's all about the omnipotent, and it's all about the voice that chimes. It's all about belief that you honor and that bright light we want to shine. It's all right here before me. It's all right here and around. It's all real deep within me, yeah. It's all right here, right now. And it, I said, that's significant. It, yeah, something that you can prescribe. Your infinite well and your power that swells. All you have to do is decide. Because there's no science you have to break down, and no pinpoint you have to dissect. And no questions you have to reach or ponder, or any laws that you have to inspect. Because all the answers are there inside you, underneath and well over the top. It's a current that wants to continue, and it only fades if you want it to stop. Because it's all right here before us, just like another face in the crowd. It's all real deep within us, yeah. It's all right here, right now. No reason to wonder when or how. Take a deep breath and then hold it now. Let it all go, take it all back in. Got nothing to lose but everything to win. You know it's how you live in the moment, and how you lay all your love on the line. How you manifest life and hold it, and not be overwhelmed or get undermined. You know it comes down to shedding resistance, and raise the roof with your roll-up intent, and ascertain a way to commitment, and realize there's no argument. Because it's all right here before you. You know it's all right there in the bound. It's all real deep within you, yeah. It's all right here, right now. No matter what, don't scatter wide. You don't have to search that far. It's right there in your gut, in between you eyes. You just gotta know who you are. You know it's all about life and spirit. All about truth you touch. You know it's all about faith and boldness and the shining light that we want so much. Because it's all right here before us. It's all right here and around. It's all real deep within us, yeah. It's all right here, right now. All right here, right now. It's all right here, right now. You're damn right it is. Back to you, Reverend.
It's all right here, right now. Yeah, damn right it is. Perfect. Perfect. This month, we discovered what's out there. We talked about how many minds there are. We diagnosed our life's experiences. Well, this week, we are going to pinpoint that power within. Ever done that? Ever done that in a workshop or heard a lecture or some sort of talk or anything about that? How to pinpoint, where to pinpoint that power within? We're going to do that today. First off, I want to start with Dr. Ernest Holmes, who wrote the Science of Mind book. In his 1956 TV show, This Thing Called Life, Dr. Holmes opened the episode called The Secrets of Belief with these words. Well, let's watch him do it. Play that video.
This evening, I am going to talk to you about a power for good in the universe, greater than you are, greater than I am, greater than all of us. A power for good that we can use in everyday life, for everything. When the greatest teacher who ever lived said, "It is done unto you as you believe," what do you suppose he was talking about? This mastermind was talking about a spiritual power in the universe, something so close to us that it is indeed nearer than our hands and feet, closer to us than our very neck bone, as the old Talmud said. And so this power is not something we have to go in search after. It is something that is right here, close, nearer than our very breath. How then would we use a power that is so intimate? Certainly we should have to use it in an intimate way, and we would certainly have to believe that the power exists, it's for us, not against us. It is willing and not reluctant. We should actually have to believe that it really is done unto us as we believe. Then we would have to believe.
Wow. Dr. Ernest Holmes. He says a power for good in the universe greater than you are, greater than I am, greater than all of us. A power for good that we can use in everyday life for everything. This power is not something we have to go in search of after, he reminds us. It is something that is right here, right now, close, nearer than our very breath. It is nearer than our very breath. But where? Where does it lie or lay or hang out? Is there such a place we can pinpoint? Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "The primary wisdom is intuition. In that deep force, the last fact behind which analysis can go, all things find their origin." Today, I want to place the pinpoint on the enteric brain. We've talked about the enteric brain before, that network or plexus of nerves that's embedded in the walls of our gut, in our solar plexus, as they say. It's behind the stomach, but in front of the aorta, somewhere around here, you might be able to see. These nerves radiate out like rays of the sun, thus the term solar plexus. It contains 100 more, actually, probably, because how do they count this? But 100 million or so neurons. Uses more than 30 different neurotransmitters, has 95% of the body's serotonin, and you know that the serotonin is what regulates our mood, our appetite, our sleep. It includes the vagus nerve, which is a very important nerve that carries information from the gut to the brain. And the interesting thing about the vagus nerve, that it only goes one way, this information, from the gut up. The gut is very important. The solar plexus also controls self-preservation, mobilization, responds to challenges and opposition and danger, as well as the fabulous and fun and happy things. It helps determine our core sense of who we are and our inner drive. It touches our courage centers, our willpower, our self-control, our sense of purpose, and self-mastery over our thoughts and emotions. The solar plexus, the gut, is a big thing. It's a big deal. Thus, it takes guts, or my gut tells me. When you say those things, it's not just some old wives' tale. This is science. Florence Scovel Shinn, in her book, The Magic Path of Intuition, wrote, prayer is you telephoning God. Intuition is God telephoning you, or the universe telephoning you. If there's a clog in this system, not only will you get a stomach ache or some other digestive discomfort, you will develop low self-esteem, start showing up low energy, start showing up fatigue, anger, control issues happen. You might have struggles making decisions. You might find yourself becoming such a people pleaser that it gets in the way of your life. You put yourself second, and deep inside, you feel powerless. And we clog this energy pathway by the various lies, the junk thinking, the dumb stuff that invalidates ourselves, those stories that we put on auto repeat in our head, or not taking action on the ideas that are intuited to us. You know, those ideas when you later exclaim, if I'd only listened to my gut. Yeah. Well, listen, your gut is the seat of your solar plexus, which is a connection. It's like an organ, you might say, of your superconscious mind. The solar plexus is truly the Son of God. Son, S-U-N, the Son of God. Now, what we want to do, especially when those two things, or maybe some nutritional discomfort occurs and starts messing with the rest of us, our lives, our thoughts and feelings, what we want to do is we want to stoke that inner fire, that solar idea. This is the place where we do it. This is the land, the enteric system. This is the land of intuition. Now, like you might have heard before, if you heard Caressa speaking about this, it's an energy system. It's an energy system used in yoga, in meditation, in Ayurveda. And this energy system was first mentioned in the Hindu text called the Vedas over 3,000 years ago. And we're still studying it now. We're still using it now. It's an energy system that's also called the chakras. The Sanskrit word chakra translates to a wheel or disc. Chakras are these spinning vortexes of energies, and they're not seen by the human eye, but they can be felt and sensed in other ways. Now, the chakra around the enteric system, your gut, is considered the third energy center, and of course, it is here in your solar plexus. Like the umbilical cord where the mother feeds and nourishes the developing fetus, the solar plexus is like a feeding tube between us and Mother, Father, God, between us and divine intuition. Now, why am I telling you this? Because part of our identity, and remember this month we're talking about identity, is not just knowing who we are, but being what we are. And using the power of who and what we are to experience the most fabulous life possible, right? Goes without saying, but I said it anyway. Remember again what Florence Scovel Shinn said. Prayer is you telephoning God. Intuition is God telephoning you. Now, though it is part of the system that feeds the brain, nutrition and blood, etc., Our enteric brain is also the switchboard between the physical body and the spiritual body. Happy gut, happy life. Now, yes, we must support our digestive system, not sabotage it, but I'm not bringing all this up to get you to work on your microbiome, though you should, or to get your nutrition in gear, though that is a good idea for numerous reasons, or to go out there and get yourself a colonic or do a cleanse or cut out gluten and grains or take a pre and probiotic every day or some sort of digestive enzymes, though they can be very beneficial themselves. This is not about your GERD, your IBS, your leaky gut, your dysbiosis, or any of those things, or a plain old bellyache, though it may be helped as well in what we're talking about. This is about your intuitive channel and ways to open it, ways to recognize and stay in touch with that universal intelligence, not just with your logic brain, but with your gut brain. Getting in touch with that intelligence, that universal intelligence that informs, that teaches, that warns, that empowers decision making. And it does it all without deliberate analytical thought or reasoning. That's not needed here. That comes direct from the universe. Yogananda wrote, "Perfect intuition makes you master of all." Now, we've all experienced intuition or intuitive answers to situations or conditions. Well, you know what? This morning, let's develop that a little bit. Let's get a hint, at least, that you could take home and use to increase your intuition, to step into, to hear that intuition. And here's how. Rumi said, "There's a voice that doesn't use words. Listen." So my first help here is to tell you, shh, listen, be silent and still. Sit yourself down quietly, set an intention to receive inspiration. Tell the solar plexus, if you don't want to tell some sort of energy that's surrounding you, if you don't feel comfortable with that yet, tell your solar plexus what you required to accomplish. Tell yourself, but then be still. Just breathe and listen. Also, in this idea here of listening, experience your weekly affirmative incantation. Experience that which I write for you every week. And do that every day. Read it, feel it, close your eyes, breathe, and listen to what comes back. Or take yourself on a walk. Quiet walk in nature. Yes, walking can still be a stillness exercise. But remember, no phone, no companion, just you and nature, you and the universe, and start noticing everything. Notice the color and fabric of someone's clothing. Notice the sound of the grass blowing or the leaves blowing in the breeze. You know, many of us miss these subtle signs and messages just floating by. We miss them. You know, sometimes while I'm writing and nothing seems to be coming up, at least nothing good, or I'm reading an email that requires some sort of decision that I just can't get around. I just can't fathom. I just can't figure it out. You know what? It's time to get up and step away from the desk. Just get outside, take a walk. I remember I kept feeling this discontent about a job I had, and it was a well-compensating job, actually. And there just came a point where I just had to stop being intellectual about it. I had to stop being logical about it. I even had to stop getting into the emotions about it. I needed to be quiet, breathe, and listen. And eventually I came up with that decision unemotionally, with feeling, but without reaction, to leave that well-compensating job. And relief came. Relief came because this idea and how to best accomplish that came from intuition, came from the solar plexus. And interestingly enough, some of that compensation from that X job still continues, even though I no longer work for that person. William S. Burroughs wrote, "Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer." We have to learn to trust our gut. If it's not a constructive advice that we're hearing, don't listen, because it's probably your ego or some sort of fear or other bad mood junk is probably getting in the way, and your brain is telling you that's intuition. If it's destructive, probably ignore it. If it is constructive, though, advice, the universe is speaking. Your intuition is speaking. Now, if these destructive thoughts show up that are masking themselves as intuition, even though you're ignoring that advice, listen to it, hear it. So you might find clues of what's behind it for healing purposes. It's not a waste. Gahil Gibran wrote in Sand and Foam, "When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense." So feel it, feel things. Just like I was talking about going out for the walk and experiencing colors and fabrics and the wind blowing. Feel what's going on around you in life. Feel it in your belly. Be aware of the goosebumps on your skin or the shiver down your spine or the racing of your heart or the quickening of your breath. When experiences happen, when that inner voice speaks. And sometimes it's more subtle, and the only way to describe this intuition is a knowing. And that's okay. Because when that knowing feels clear, nourishing, and enriching, then you know you're feeling your intuition working. You're feeling and receiving the message from the universe. Richard Branson wrote, "I rely far more on gut instinct than researching huge amounts of statistics." Another way to enhance your intuition is to stay active and exercise. This sharpens the senses as well as your physical body functions, of course, but it sharpens you. And as your mind is sharpened and your body is sharpened, all parts of your life are sharpened, including your sense of when intuition is speaking to you. Albert Einstein wrote, "I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift." And of course, another exercise is to write things down. Continuous, creative, energetic flow, whether it's morning pages or anything, a stream of consciousness, time of writing that eventually invokes this divine intuition to step in. I have notes for my talk. There are quotes, of course, that I have to look at, and little notes to remind me what I want to talk about next. And most times, I go off those notes because intuition steps in, or as we might say, spirit starts speaking. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, "Intuition is a spiritual faculty and does not explain, but simply points the way." It's just pointing the way. So now I want to do a little guided meditation. I want you to join me in a meditation to open up what in Sanskrit is called the Manipura. our lustrous gem, our solar plexus. So go ahead. If get in a comfortable position. You've been sitting for a little bit, so maybe move around a little bit and regain that comfortable position. If you're standing up and doing little things while you listen to this, please stop and sit down. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. I want you to soften the muscles in your face. And remember, like I've said before, you can create a sacred space without music, without incense, without special lighting. If some shows up like music just did now, then that's great. Again, soften the muscles in your face, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Soften your belly. Don't hold it in or make it small. Let it relax. Let it just be. Now we're going to take a deep breath through our nose. Then we want to open our mouth and sigh it out. Let's do that again together. Inhale and exhale, sigh. Nice open mouth when you exhale. Now this time I want you to seal your lips together. Just put them together and to breathe in and out only through your nose. Keeping this deep, slow breath. Now I want you to restrict the muscles in the back of the throat to create it kind of like a oceanic whisper, almost like a snoring. Like so you're opening up your throat. And I want you to breathe deep, deep into your belly. And with every out breath, press the air down deep into your core. Your chest may raise. Allow it to stay open. As you inhale, keep your chest open. And just move your diaphragm. And breathe slowly, deeply in. And now bring your awareness to this energy center we've been talking about today, between your navel and your breastbone. It's at the lower part of your chest, below the sternum. If your eyes are at a soft focus, you may see the yellow ball that I'm holding in front. It's around there. Now imagine you are radiating a bright yellow sunlight glow from this space. It may not come to you very bright at first. That's okay. Just allow it to increase at your own pace. Maybe you feel a little heat there at that point. Just allow the bright yellow sunlight glow radiate out. And now imagine standing in an endless field of sunflowers, or any yellow colored flowers that you prefer. See them swaying gently in the breeze. Feel the breeze upon you. Hear the breeze around you. In your mind's eye, look up at the sky. It's a cloudless azure blue. And the sun bathes you in these fields of flowers, these yellow, beautiful flowers with its warm, nourishing rays. Know in this moment that you are totally protected, so go ahead and look at the infinite expanse of sky and lock your eyes on the sun. The rays won't hurt your eyes. Not here, not now. It's a soothing and pleasant look at the sun. You may even find yourself rising and being pulled by the sun, towards the sun, towards this powerful golden yellow rays of energy. And as you are being pulled towards the sun, you can look down and see that the yellow fields are now far below. As you fly faster and faster, as you radiate and are energized, even the earth has become a ball of blue in the distance. As you get closer to the sun and register its true size for the very first time, for all its heat and light and energy, and yes, love. It looks warmly inviting and eager to embrace you, to love you, to empower you. Head straight for the center. Head straight for the center of the sun, the power of the sun. Allow yourself to become one with the sun's core. And then turn around and see all the planets revolving around you. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it powerful? Isn't it divine? As you take your next deep inhale, bring this solar power into you, into your plexus, allowing it to radiate throughout your body, allowing it to wash over you and pervade every cell, every pore, every organ in your body. Use your breath to fuel this fire. Your entire body is like a bellow echoing this powerful, loving intelligence into your body. And breathe. And now, as you inhale, recite to yourself, I am. Inhale, I am. Inhale, I am. And as you exhale, say the word fire. Inhale, I am. Exhale, fire. Inhale, I am. Exhale, fire. I am fire. I am fire. You are that fire. You are that love. You are that intelligence. You are God. God is within you here and now. God speaks through the solar plexus, intuits into you knowledge, love, peace, radiating from the solar plexus to all parts of your body. I am fire. I am creation. I am intelligence. And now say to yourself, I am receiving messages from within. I am receiving messages from within. I am receiving messages from within. Take a deep breath in through your nose, open your mouth, and sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. I am God, fire. Exhale through your mouth. In through your nose. I am fire. I accept all the intuition from the infinite intelligence. Sigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Thank you. Exhale for this insight. Thank you for this insight. Now begin to bring your awareness back into the room, into your sacred space, into your life. Allow the breath to become more and more natural and easy. Begin to move your body, your shoulders, your fingers, your toes, and slowly allow your eyes to open. The enteric brain, the solar plexus. As Clarissa Pinkola Estes said in her most fabulous book, Women Who Run with the Wolves, this is what the intuition is for. It is the direct messenger of the soul. Now, of course, the power and presence of the universe speaks to us in head, heart, and gut. But I want to encourage you to practice. Use your spiritual practice as part of opening up to and allowing and developing your enteric brain, your intuitive brain. So listen, hear, take to heart and experience the wonder, the wisdom, the invaluable direction and confidence that it brings to our lives. Listen to that inner voice here in your enteric brain, in your solar plexus. Listen to it. It is the sun-powered process of the universal intelligence speaking to you. Thank you so much. Namaste. Let us place our hands on our hearts and together declare our love offering blessing. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of my spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you for your blessed love offerings. A great way to show your love of our center and of the message we like to inspire people with. Please find us on social media other than here at Facebook or YouTube and do this. I'll be recording a new TikTok right after our celebration this morning. But as the credits start rolling below me there on where our videos, all the innards of our videos come from, I want to make sure. And of course, thank Steve Apperson, not only for being the director of our show every week, but his great new song. I think we're on a double album by now of his great new thought songs. And, of course, Caressa McElhaney for her fabulous words of wisdom and setting you up for all the things I wanted to talk about today as well. Josh Manley, of course, for his song Radiate. I thanked him already this morning. And what else do I need to say? Oh, I wanted to say hello to all my cohorts that I went through ministerial school with. We are celebrating a couple days ago, we celebrated our 10th anniversary of our installation becoming ministers. And we're all over the place. Reverend Jamie Klein is nourishing people with his chef duties and his ministerial soul nourishing duties here in Los Angeles and in Malibu, and Reverend Doug at the Motor City Spiritual Center with Reverend Sharon, and of course the great Reverend Gary and Reverend Barbara Oltman is here with us, and they'll be back, of course, in a week or so with us. Actually, they're watching right now, but I just want to congratulate all of us for now over 10 years of ministerial work. I'm so proud of what we all have accomplished and are accomplishing, and how we all have inspired in so many different ways, not just the regular give and talk ways, but so many different ways, helping people improve their lives, inspiring people and giving them ideas and counseling them and knowing the truth for them so that their lives can show up as the great lives that we all deserve and we are here to live and experience. So after our next spiritual mind treatment, we're going to close our broadcast this morning honoring not only what we've been talking about today, but George Harrison's birthday was a few days ago, and we're going to play Here Comes the Sun right after this. So take a deep breath with me. Let's make some energy here, okay? You ready? Here, let's do some energy. We did a meditation, and that was nice. And let's rub our hands together. Feel that friction. Feel that energy. Invite, once again, this way. The energy of life, the energy of the divine, the energy of the universe. And stop and slowly part your hands. And you feel that? It's not just friction. It's the universe, my friends. That's the divine revealing itself. Now go ahead and again, close your eyes, put them out of soft focus, or leave them open if you prefer. Let us know together there is this one power, this one voice, this inner voice, this energy. It's not only in the solar plexus, it is everywhere, in us, around us, through us. It lives as us, for us, with us. This energy, this power, call it what you want. We are it. We exude it. We experience with it, as it, for it. And in this experience, in this knowing, in this power of the sun, we know peace. We live peace. We declare to experience peace. And in this declaration, in this experience, in this knowing, we outpicture it not only in our lives, but throughout our world. Knowing that only peace exists, and where it doesn't seem to exist, it comes forth into that place. Peace of mind, peace of being, peace in physicalities, peace in reality. It starts first in mind, and that's where we are declaring it, in mind. Knowing through our intuition that is what the universe shall now spread over our world, over our planet. And even though we may recognize where it is seemingly not, we know and declare right here that it shall become, that it shall show up in places like Ukraine. Peace, we must know now. Peace, we declare. Peace, we outpicture. Here comes the sun, my friends. And as I release this word in gratitude and appreciation for the power and presence that takes this word and brings this peace throughout our world, I honor all of you. I honor those in peace, thinking peace, knowing peace, acting on peace. As together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much for joining us. Peace in your world, my friends. Namaste.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all